Eclipse season has arrived, and with it comes a powerful surge of transformational energy. If you have been experiencing an increase in sensitivity or feelings of intensity, then listen up. You are processing global energy shifts that have the potential to push you into a brand new chapter of life. These are among the biggest energy shifts of 2022. So get ready to dial in and receive your angels' messages for the new moon solar eclipse cycle of October 25th through November 7th, 2022. Eclipse seasons always bring accelerated spiritual growth and huge opportunities for healing and transformation. A solar eclipse is like a new moon on steroids. It is a big, powerful new beginning with massive potential for manifesting something new. This particular new moon solar eclipse falls in the sign of deep emotional Scorpio, while the upcoming lunar eclipse of November 9th will be in Taurus. Scorpio and Taurus are opposite signs, and their appearance together represents lessons relating to balancing your spiritual values with your earthly physical life. Scorpio represents your deep inner spiritual side, while Taurus represents the physical realm and your relationship with all things earthly. Now, during this new moon solar eclipse, the sun, moon, and Venus will all be in the sign of Scorpio. This reflects secrets or hidden truths within the unconscious aspect of the mind rising into our awareness. Essentially, we're collectively being guided to face hidden information. Truth is rising to the surface of our collective consciousness so that we may better create a world that balances, supports, and honors the truth. According to the angels, our time has arrived for this revelation of truth. The reason why is because new spiritual waves of consciousness have been rapidly absorbing into the earth and into the human psyche. This higher vibrating conscious light and energy cannot exist in the same space as denser, heavier energies. So the higher vibrating spiritual light is putting pressure on the old energy, causing it to collapse and purging it out. This is a good thing. Though temporarily this collapse of the old may seem chaotic or even violent, it is our way of freeing ourselves of what no longer serves us as a species so that we may build a new way of life that does serve peace, love, and divine truth. Let's talk about how this influx of new energy is changing our world on a large collective scale. First off, Mother Earth is upgrading energetically right along with us. There is a strong potential for solar flares, seismic activity, and fluctuations in the Earth's resonance. This has the potential to feel rather intense and can lead to all kinds of ascension symptoms in human beings, including restlessness, dizziness, aches, pains, or other symptoms like the ones I detail in my Ascension Symptoms video here. From a human standpoint, these energy shifts are putting pressure on global social systems, especially financial systems. The energy is breaking down what isn't for our highest good, while simultaneously helping us to birth new systems, ideas, and ways of life. This shift may include changes around big business, banking, and currencies, as well as our personal, individual, emotional relationship with money. Basically, we're being asked to face any desires or constructs that we created out of the fear of lack. Humanity tends to overconsume when it's in a state of fear of lack, which can lead to inequality and injustices in our societies. We're being called to face, purge, and heal our past fear of lack, and then restore our trust and faith in the flow of abundance. According to the angels, the divine creator source literally is infinite abundance. That source and substance of abundance is present within all human beings, and our consciousness shapes how that infinite divine potential shows up in the world around us. Earth, too, is imbued with the presence of the divine creator source and its infinite abundance. When we shift our consciousness from one of lack and fear to abundance and trust, we end up manifesting a relationship with this earth in which we can experience plentiful support, supply, and well-being for all. To take part in this shift and receive personal empowerment, ask yourself, what am I attaching to out of fear in my life? Is there anything I need to release or forgive in order to free myself from the fear of lack? Listen for the answer that your heart gives you and trust in the changes you'll be guided to make, as this can upgrade your relationship with wealth and money, as well as your overall feelings of support and safety in this world. And remember, a shift in consciousness always leads to a shift in your reality. So there's potential for you to manifest new abundance, to create new opportunities in your career, to invest in something that will authentically align with your values, or to upgrade your relationship with materialism. Any personal inner work you do around this will contribute to the collective movement we're all undergoing right now as new financial and social systems are birthed in the wake of breakdown or collapse of the old. By the way, this change is leading us towards a decentralization of power and resources. This will make for a greater diversity of grassroots opportunities to create an earth of greater universal safety and support. Leadership is moving away from a paradigm in which to lead means to take power away from others. Instead, we're moving towards a paradigm in which to lead means to empower others. Now, we need to talk about a very important cosmic alignment that we have coming up, the Saturn-Uranus square. This cosmic alignment is something we've been repeatedly seeing since 2020. Stop and think about all the huge change our world has seen since the year 2020. It's been profound. Well, the very last Saturn-Uranus square alignment until 2043 is happening now. This alignment represents the old world breaking down so that a new world can emerge. This spells permanent change in our societies, as well as our collective relationship with nature and her resources. Basically, we're being guided into a spiritual rebirth and revisioning of our values. There is a big potential for endings and beginnings with this Saturn-Uranus square. This shift will be happening everywhere, but a few hot spots will include the United States, Russia, Kazakhstan, Iran, Pakistan. Your angels compassionately understand that witnessing great change can sometimes bring feelings of doubt, fear, or uncertainty. But they invite you to keep your heart focused on hope, faith, and love. Look to the horizon and hold hope in your heart. Truth is rising, and with it, you have the power to become a receiver of love's higher consciousness, a visionary, holding space for a powerful and healing new beginning. Know that with any major eclipse cycle and transformation stage like the one we're in right now, you have the potential to experience a major leap in your psychic and spiritual abilities. Visions, dreams, telepathy, as well as healing and manifestation abilities are all expanding right now. The earth is changing to support and anchor these higher aspects of your consciousness, so spiritual growth is more abundant than ever before. If you're feeling guided to go deep into the mastery of these spiritual gifts, then I'd love to work with you in my Angelic Ascension program. You can click the link in the description below to sign up for a free call with me to learn more and apply. And if you're feeling ready to do something big right now to tap into your spiritual consciousness, then do my new moon solar eclipse guided ritual and meditation here. And of course, I'll also leave that link for you below. Now that we have outlined these energies of new beginnings, let's explore deeper by pulling some oracle cards. Today, I'm working with the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I'm going to pull 3 cards, all of which will apply to your path ahead. However, I invite you to now think of a number 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you feel the most drawn to is going to be the card with your leading message, lesson, and theme for this solar eclipse cycle. Ready? Let's dive in. Our first card is Angel of Strength. Angel of Strength. This card comes to you to let you know that you are being strengthened within to make meaningful healing changes in your life. Your angels compassionately understand that making change isn't always comfortable or easy, but they are here to remind you of your innate strength. The presence of the divine creator source light rests within you always. That divine presence is miraculous, and with it, you are capable of creating your own miracles. In order to rise into your strength, you are being guided to release any toxic energy out of your life. You may find yourself becoming more aware of what isn't serving your strength during this moon cycle so that you can specifically purge it out. This can include toxic thinking or beliefs, toxic dietary choices, toxic relationships, a toxic environment, or even the toxicity of carrying an unconscious, unvoiced, or unnurtured feeling. You're being guided to let go of all of this so that you can claim the truth and live in harmony with it. When you align with what is true, including your true needs and values, you support your ability to be strong and to channel the strength of the divine within you. Our second card is all tied up, all tied up. This card represents facing the attachments you're holding on to that are limiting you. The energy of this eclipse cycle has the potential to be intense and emotional. Those emotions may take you to uncharted places as unconscious information that you've hidden from yourself rises to the surface. We usually only ever unconsciously hide truth from ourselves when that truth is uncomfortable. So there is a potential to feel some emotional discomfort as you come to important realizations about what you've been doing to hold yourself back in the past. Just as we discussed with the previous card, the angels are inviting you to rise into your strength here. Part of you may feel pulled towards self-pity or negative thinking as you work out emotional discomfort from the past. However, negative thinking isn't going to serve your strength. Instead, breathe deeply and anchor into the power of your will. With willpower, belief, and self-compassion and determination, you have the power to create a new reality for yourself. Specifically, you'll find big opportunities to heal past wounds to your trust. This theme of trust healing is continuing over from our last moon cycle, and it will be deepening so that you can heal your trust in this world. We are also healing the shadows of jealousy, manipulation, and fear-based control, which arise only from the fear of lack. Basically, you're being guided to release attachment to these things through forgiving whatever taught you to hold on to them in the first place. You are being guided to rise into your power by creating balance, healthier boundaries, and a life led by self-love. Our third card is Storm Warning. Storm Warning. The Storm Warning card is all about transformation. Storms in nature are all about releasing energy to honor the greater balance of Earth's systems. A figurative storm in which pressure is temporarily and seemingly chaotically released in the human world is about the same thing, a big push towards equilibrium. This card is telling us that you may experience some big changes, moments of seeming chaos or high sensitivity to the changing global energies. But your angels are reminding you to trust in these changes. Step back from minor conflicts and release attachment to others' worries or issues. Instead, drop into your heart to perceive the absolute truth, that love is our true nature and that love will always prevail. Love's consciousness is building right now, and you are the one bringing it about. With every thought, word, action, and choice, you have the power to strengthen the presence of love on this planet and thereby create a more stable, uplifting, and authentically fulfilling life for yourself. You are being guided to hunker down through any storms of life, remembering that they never last very long and that it is the perfect time to go deep within and discover what truly matters. You are rerouting into what you truly value, and as you do so, you are helping the collective rediscover the values of our ancient human connection with Mother Earth. This world holds great potential to express abundance, love, and expansive well-being for all. We are paving the way for the consciousness that allows this right now, and all the heavens and the earth thank you for it. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell below. It is my honor to be connected with you on your spiritual path. If you want to work with me, you can click the link in the description below to sign up for a free call and learn more about my Angelic Ascension coaching program. If you're feeling ready to fully align with these big energy shifts, then do my guided new moon solar eclipse ritual and meditation linked for you below. Do keep in touch via the social media and email links you will find in the description below for more angel messages from me. And know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye.